Hello, manifestors. As promised, there was one question under my last video. It's this one above, and you can find a link below. It's my video about how to manifest your SP checklist, basically, where I mention everything you should know to do or not to do, to care about or not to care about at all when you are manifesting a specific person. So this is the comment and question that I wanted to answer in this video. When you say they have no free will, what could I be doing wrong when I've been affirming that SP will come over because I said so and because he wants to, but he just said he's not? I don't get this no free will. So the first thing that jumped to my eyes reading this comment, it seems that you are confusing free will, people having no free will, and trying to manipulate them. It's not the same thing at all. When we are saying people have no free will, that includes yourself. And it has nothing to do with manipulating someone. As a matter of fact, the more you try to manipulate someone, the more they are going to show you the opposite of what you're trying to do. So the more you are going to observe that they do have free wills. So it's the complete opposite. When we say people have no free will, your SP has no free will, it means that who you believe that you are, what you believe that they are, what you believe about the whole relationship between you and your SP, they are going to reflect that whether or not they want it, whether or not they are conscious of it. This is what we mean when we talk about not having free will in this law, right? That's why Neville says free will stops where the state starts. Because even you, yourself, when you are in a state, you lose your free will, meaning that you are going to start acting and reacting and thinking according to that state, right? So if you are in a state of insecurity, you are an insecure person, you lack self-confidence, you feel not good enough, your thoughts and actions are going to be based on that state, whether or not you like it, whether or not you want it. This is why Neville said that free will stops where the state starts. Whatever state you are in, and you believe that you have free will, you really don't. You are always thinking, acting, reacting based on whatever state you are in. So again, when we said SP doesn't have free will, it doesn't have free will according to what you believe, according to your beliefs, your assumptions, who you believe that you are, who you believe that they are, what you believe about the relationship. Based on that, they have no free will. So if you believe that your SP is better than you, for example, you put them on a pedestal, you feel that you're not good enough for them, they don't have the free will to think anything different than what you're thinking, what you are believing, what you are assuming, what you are manifesting in your world. So they are going to think that they're better than you. They are going to think that you're not good enough for them. And they are going to act according to those beliefs. They have no choice. So they may decide to leave you based on those negative beliefs and assumptions. And you think that they did it based on their own free will. And even they think that. But they didn't. They are acting, they acted based on those assumptions of yours, the state that you are in. If they act like a jerk, they could act like real jerks, say very hurtful things, and it really, really feels that it comes from them. I know. But this is a reflection of you. It's a reflection of your beliefs and assumptions of who you have believed, at least until now, that you were. They have no choice but to reflect that. So if you want that to change, like a complete turnaround, you have to start now, this minute, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, you have to start changing your inner conversations, your inner talk. You have to start changing what you are imagining, what you are fabricating in your mind. You have to start changing what you believe and assume about yourself. Once that's in, once you have changed that, once you have done what I call the inner work, which is what I've just mentioned, your SP, again, because they have no free will, they will start to act and react differently. They will start to be different towards you. This is what it means when we say SP has no free will. It has nothing to do with trying to make them come over and they're not coming. Because obviously, first of all, another thing that I noticed in this comment, if you are trying to make your SP to come over, obviously you're not in a relationship with them inside, right? You are not in the state of being in a relationship with that person. Because who is trying to make SP come over if you are already with them, right? So unless you don't want to live with them, which could be also your case, but if your end goal is to be married to your SP or be at least in a relationship with them, don't manifest them coming over. Concentrate on being with them already. Once you are in that state that you already are with them, they will come over. That's part of the bridges. They will come over. Don't worry. They will. And they won't say they don't want to. They will want to come over. So, guys, if you are still someone who believes that when we say people don't have any free will, it's not only your SP, by the way. People in your world don't have any free will. It has nothing to do with manipulation. It has nothing to do with them having no brain and not being a whole person. It has everything to do with the fact that this is the law. This is spiritual universal law. In your world, people have no choice but to reflect to whatever extent who you are. And this is why this is even more obvious with a specific person, because obviously a specific person is usually the person we are the most close to, the most interested in, and the person we usually have most in our face. This is why it's even felt stronger that our SPs are a reflection of us, of who we are. But this is true for everyone. If people treat you well, it's a reflection of you, of who you are within. If people treat you badly, it's also a reflection of who you are. For example, when you hear someone saying something that triggers you, that person is also you pushed out. And they also have no free will in your world. And this is why They are saying something that triggers you because you manifested that. You projected that onto them to say something that triggers you because they are your mirror, they are your reflection. And this is what it means, guys, when we say that people don't have any free will, that SP doesn't have any free will, and why what you do in the 3D is not nearly as important as what you do inside. Because what you do in the 3D is weak. It doesn't matter. The 3D is it's a world of reflection, and that reflection belongs to the past, basically. But what matters is what you do inside. Because what you do inside today is what you are going to see tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after. It's going to reflect. So this is why, like I was saying in my last video, don't worry so much if SP doesn't do this and doesn't do that and is a jerk and so forth and so on. Change who you are within. Change that. Create the perfect version of your SP inside. And they will change because they don't have any free will. I hope this video was helpful, guys. If it was, please share it with people who need to watch this. Give me a thumbs up and comment. I love to read your comments and ask me whatever question you have. I love to answer your questions as well. By the way, I want to announce that I was asked that as well, and I was planning on it, so I'm going to have a live. I don't know the date yet, but I'm going to have a live somewhere between Christmas and the first of the year, maybe 26th, 27th, 28th of December. I have to check my schedule, see what's going on in my life, and I will give you a precise date very soon. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.